I am Shruti Kanetkar and I am presenting in front of you the paper titled Concept of Sentence According to Vijñānavāda School of Buddhism. This paper is being presented by myself, Shruti Kanetkar, and Dr. Malhar Kulkarni. I am currently pursuing PhD in IIT Bombay and Dr. Malhar Kulkarni is my guide. So now I will start with the presentation of this paper. So the concept of sentence in Vijñānavāda school. So what is a sentence? So sentence is the primary unit of language. Without the sentence we cannot speak, and therefore sentence and its philosophy has been elaborately spoken about by many different philosophies. There are different opinions on the definition of sentence and they are found in different disciplines. So, for example, in the Nyaya philosophy, the most important part of the sentence is the word that takes the nominative case. So, the word can be assigned the role of karta, that is subject, or a karma, that is object. But that word should be in the nominative case. Then that word attains important position according to the Nyaya philosophy. And similarly, as per the grammarians, the philosophy of grammar, the dhatvartha, that is the meaning of the verbal root, attains an important place in the sentence, and all the other words are linked to the dhatvartha meaning. So in this way, there are different opinions on definition of sentence as per different philosophies. Relation between the sentence and sentence meaning differs for each philosophy. So for the grammarians, the sentence meaning is not different from the sentence. The word cognition, that is Shabda Bodha, is dependent on the understanding of sentence meaning. So the Shabda Bodha is the direct effect of Vakyartha, that is sentence meaning. When you understand the sentence meaning, the Shabda Bodha is grasped by the learner. So now we are going to talk about Buddhism. So before understanding what is the sentence according to Buddhism, we must understand the philosophy of Buddhism in a nutshell. So Buddhism is an ancient Indian heterodox philosophy. That is, it is a Nastika Darshana, the philosophy that does not accept the authority of the Vedas. This Buddhism is divided into four subtypes: Vaibhashika, Sautrantika, Yogachara and Madhyamika. The Vaibhashika and Sautrantikas are Bahyartha Pratyakshavadins. That is, according to them, all the objects in the external world are actually existent. And they consider that the objects are, means they can be directly perceived by Pratyaksha Pramana. Whereas for the Yogachara, they describe the external objects as Anumeya. So they are Bahyartha Anumeyavadins. According to them, the objects are not real, but they are just cognized through inference. And then we have the Madhyamikas, who are Bahyartha Shunyavadins. They say that everything is empty and the external entities are ultimately unreal. So in this way, the Buddhism also has difference in its philosophies. So we are going to focus on the Yogachara Buddhism, which is also called as Vijñānavāda. So Vasubandhu's Trimshika is an important text explaining the Buddhist notions, and I have taken resort to the Trimshika for understanding the philosophy of Buddhism, especially of Vijñānavāda Buddhism. So according to the Vijñānavāda, Vijñāna is the essence and origin of the entire world. The Alaya Vijñāna. So Vijñāna is again divided into two parts, Alaya Vijñāna and Pravritti Vijñāna. The Alaya Vijñāna, or the store consciousness, is the center of personal existence, but it is not an unchanging object. The Alaya Vijñāna is subject to constant change from moment to moment, just like a flow of water. So Vijñāna is not a constant entity, and the Vijñāna from the past moment is the cause of the Vijñāna from the present, for the present moment, and the Vijñāna of the present moment is the cause of the Vijñāna of the future moment. This is the cause and effect relationship of Vijñāna, and it is called as dependent origination, Pratitya Samutpada. One Vijñāna giving rise to another Vijñāna is Pratitya Samutpada. So no Vijñāna is ultimate, or it does not stand on its own. It is dependent for its origination to the previous Vijñāna, and in this way This flow of Vijnana has been continuing from time immemorial, Anadi Kala. Double-faceted consciousness, Vijnana and Vijnaya, is called Vijñapti or representation. So this Vijnana is double-faceted. The two facets of Vijnana are Vijnana and Vijnaya. So Vijnana is the cognition of being conscious of something, and Vijnaya is something of which one is conscious. So Vijnaya is the object of which we are conscious, and Vijnana is the actual consciousness. This is called Vijñapti. So the point to be noted is that there is no Vijñata involved in this philosophy. So in orthodox philosophies, we have the triputi of knowledge, that is threefoldness, Jnana, Jnaya and Jnata. But here we have only Vijnana and Vijnaya and not the Vijnata, because assuming a Vijnata, if we assume a Vijnata, we will have to assume that there is someone who is constant and who is cognizing each and everything. But Buddhism does not believe in the theory of Atma. Therefore, for them, Vijnana itself is the ultimate reality. Now we come to sentence according to Vijñānavāda. Vijñānavāda was a very great Buddhist scholar from approximately 5th century Common Era. In his work, Pramana Samuchchaya, he has given the Apohavāda, the theory of excursion, a theory explaining the process of cognition. So the words do not denote the real universals according to him, and only non-conceptual knowledge, that is pratyaksha, is the genuine means of knowledge. Words are only expressing the imaginary concepts. They are mental images and they are not the real universals. So from the perceptive knowledge, we know that the smoke, when we see smoke, we know that it arises only from fire and not from air or water. Therefore, what we infer from the smoke is absence of non-fire. So this, whatever knowledge we get is in the form of negation of negation. This is the theory of Apohavāda. So now we will go ahead. Ambakartri view. Ambakartri is the commentary on Vakyapadiya authored by Raghunatha Sharma. We all know that Vakyapadiya is an important text in grammar and philosophy as well, which is authored by Bhartruhari. And he has given the description of sentence and different definitions of sentence in the Vakya Kanda of Vakyapadiya. The Ambakartri commentary on that part has been translated by me. A translation of Ambakartri in English is not yet available, and therefore I have tried to translate this text into English. Some part of that translation has been given by me in my research paper as well, and for illustration I will give one small passage here. तथाच अनादिर यह पूर्वो वाक्यार्थ विषयको विकल्पः तज्जन्म कश्चन विज्ञानस्याकार विशेषो वाक्यार्थः. This is a very long sentence and it has been translated in the following manner. And also that beginningless former conception about the sentence meaning, which is the cause of later conception of sentence meaning, the desire about sentence meaning which is kept in its effect by it, that is conception, the cognition of that desire generated by hearing the sentence, the favorableness in conception of sentence meaning, by coming forth of the form of sentence meaning, born from that, some special form of consciousness is the sentence meaning. So the main thing is that a special form of consciousness is sentence meaning. This paragraph explains the definition of sentence given by the Buddhists. So according to them, the generic vakyartha, that is the general vakyartha, gives rise to specific cognition, and then one cognition leads to the another cognition. Purva vakyartha vikalpaha, uttara vakyartha vikalpaha. In this way, the vakyartha vikalpa gives rise to the later vakyartha vikalpa, and then that vasana is generated, and the special form of consciousness is formed, which is the sentence meaning. So some important concepts from the Buddhist philosophy are explained here. Vikalpa. As per the Yoga Sutras, Vikalpa is Shabda Jnananupati Vastu Shunyo Vikalpaha. Shabda Jnananupati means that when we hear a word, it gives rise to an impression. Shabda Jnana is cognition of world and Anupati is following that cognition of world. Vastu Shunyaha means that it does not have an external existence. So the Vikalpa is there only in our mental sphere. It need not have any referent in the outer world. This shape of intellect is called Vikalpa. So this is the definition of Vikalpa as per the Yoga Sutras. But the Buddhists have accepted the Vikalpa in some of the other similar fashion, and therefore this Vikalpa is similar to the Buddhist Vikalpa. Vasana. Vasana is impression. Impression which is in latent form and which arises at the advent of the latest sentence that is spoken by a speaker and heard by a listener. Vijnana is consciousness, that which cognizes an object in the present moment. So as I told you, Vijnana is of two types, Alaya Vijnana, Pravritti Vijnana. Alaya Vijnana is store consciousness. It contains all the consciousness that is existing in this world. But Pravritti Vijnana is that consciousness which cognizes the object in the present moment. So now we come to the sentence as defined by Vijñānavādins. The sentence and sentence meaning are described in similar fashion. Vijñānasya ākara visheshaha. So according to them, a specific form of consciousness is the sentence, and same is the definition for the sentence meaning. So Buddhism has defined sentence and sentence meaning as form of consciousness. Now the Ambakartri commentary says that the Buddhist sentence is similar to Buddhyanusamruti view. So this Buddhyanusamruti is one view of regarding sentence which has been enumerated by Bhartruhari in his 8 definitions of sentence. So according to Ambakartri, this Buddhist sentence is similar to Buddhyanusamruti. So what is the similarity in them? Being the object of one single cognition is the similarity. Eka Buddhitva. In Buddhyanusamruti also, all the words, all the cognitions are collected together and there is one single cognition. And for Buddhists also, there is no difference in the words that are cognized, and the cognition ultimately is one single cognition. This is the similarity between them. So the words strung in sequence is a sentence according to Buddhyanusamruti, and a form of consciousness, Vijñānasya ākara, is the sentence according to the Vijñānavāda. So the sentence meaning, again similarly it is described, the specific form of consciousness. Buddhist sentence meaning is similar to Pratibha according to Ambakartri, but the difference is that the referent of Pratibha is an actual entity. So Pratibha, which is intuition, the referent of that Pratibha is actually existing as a real object in the external world, but the referent of Vijnana, that is the Vijñeya object, is not a real entity, it is just a mental image. So this is the difference between both of them. So the conclusion is that sentence is composed of words. The Buddhists have to accept that the sentence is composed of words, though they do not give any special place to the words in their philosophy. They have to accept that the words are existing at some point, and then later they say that the words are unreal and the sentence as one whole is real entity. Words cannot be used for communication individually. So just the words from the dictionary cannot be used for communication. You have to use them in a sentence, and then only they can be used in our communication. Linguistic cognition happens by the way of inference. So as I said in Apohavada, the negation of negation gives rise to the cognition of sentence, and this is by inference. Vijnana is the ultimate reality. So for the Vijñānavāda, this consciousness is the ultimate reality. The ever-changing consciousness is the supreme entity. Vijñeya is unreal, it is just an image formed in the Alaya Vijnana. So the referent of this Vijnana, that is this Vijñeya, is unreal. And so nothing is existent in the external plane, and everything exists only in our mind, in the Vijnana. So with this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you everyone for lending me your ears. Thank you very much. Namo Namaha.
Can you tell me about the methodology you have adopted for your research?
Methodology as in how I am conducting this research?
Yes, because how did you reach on the conclusions that you have said?
So I have read this text of Ambakartri mainly, and I'm also trying to study the actual core philosophy of Buddhism by reading different material that is available online. So I have read many research papers that are available on JSTOR and Google Scholar. And for this conclusion that Vijñāya is unreal, that has been explained in the Ambakartri commentary itself. So I have mainly taken that commentary as my base.
Okay, my suggestion is, because you have exploring the thing, what I felt is the research component is missing. Mostly it sounded like a translation. What you did, you took the Sanskrit text and translated it to us. So that is the key, some of the shortcoming that I saw. So that is just for the sake of, that how you can improve. That is my suggestion for you. Thank you very much.
Very good. But
Yes.
so far as paper is concerned, good one. Even translation is a good research. So anyway, thank you, Shruti.